Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Robinson down low. And the dunk by Robinson.
Love the show of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
Offensive rebound. Garnett lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And here's White. Floats one. And Paul with the block.
No, sir. Get it out of here. LaMelo using that long reach to deny that shot.
Count that bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Outside Roy. Outside White. Shot clock at 6. And it's in there.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Yeah, well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
Here's Reeves. David Robinson making his last shot. Robinson for 3. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Here's Mashburn to the middle. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. White looking around. Puts up a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And White understands his role on this team. They look to him to drain that jumper. It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Now, here's Roy. After the miss from Kevin Garnett. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Boy, it's great seeing Ball finish with strength like that, showing off the athleticism with that rim-rocking throwdown.
.50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Robinson down low. No one near Reeves as he lets it go. Drains the three-pointer.
Robinson's game is so refined. I mean, he just knows to move the ball when his shot isn't there. That's just good, smart basketball.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Stolen by Ball. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
Ball showing off those two-way skills, getting it done on both ends.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. To the inside. Robinson, that's good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
To the paint. Stolen by Robinson. Up in time. It's not going to go for him. And so the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams scoring well, but it's all tied up. And we'll get
14.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
Here's Ball. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's Ball. Garnett up top. That shot, no good. Divac with some nice D. And here's Jordan outside. Roy with some nice D. Over Jordan. Back to Roy. Worthy with the rebound.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Jordan high post. Shot clock at 5. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Smart play that time by Jordan, using the pump, baiting the defender, and he bit.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, there's so much that's amazing to me about Jordan, but his endurance stands out. He consistently gets stronger, it seems, as the game goes on.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Here's Ware. It's stolen by Divac. Now here's Jordan. Pass to Divac. Now Worthy. And finished off by Worthy.
That's really just too easy for Worthy. The defense can't give him that deep interior positioning like that.
Down low. Here's Ware. Out to Wade. They set the pick. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Oh, great IQ from the young Wade. Decided to keep it, and it paid off.
Pass to Bull.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Back to Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Now, here's Wade. Here's Ware. And that one drops for him. Ware's got his first basket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Hardaway. And Ware pulls it down. Here's Brewer. And Brewer slams it home.
Fantastic athleticism from Brewer there. His arms that go forever, it seems, make it easy for him to dunk it down.
Now here's Hardaway. Jordan outside. Pass to Divac. Hardaway from outside. And it's Divac with the jam.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Here's Ware. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Divac. Outside Hardaway. Divac sets a screen. Over to the wing. Pass to Worthy. No good with the triple. Now Noah. Hasn't made one yet. Outside Jordan. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The 76ers up 2. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for Detroit. A 2-point game. Here's Ware. Pass to McDaniel. Inside. Stolen by Robinson. Here's Reeves. Back to Robinson. Misses the 3. And it's Detroit's ball. Here's Wade. And he drops it in from the low post. Wade's got the game tied up here for Detroit.
And he'll free up more space for himself on the perimeter with buckets like that. Wade's smart to get to work inside.
Reeves top of the key jumper, no good. Clark, what is it about Austin Reaves' style of play that makes him such a good scorer?
I love the fact that he can change pace with the dribble. You know, he's not super fast, but he's not slow either. What he is shifty and smart. He's got good size, good ball skills, and he's got a nice mid-range jumper. All of that allows him to keep defenders off balance.
Robinson left side. It's stolen by Wade. Here's McDaniel, and a strong finish with two hands.
And McDaniel can jam it down now, put in his height and bounce. It's a good use on these dunks.
Outside for Roy. Back to Markkanen. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Tell you what, he does not miss many of those. He's usually a very strong finisher in tight.
Takes a step back. Here's Wade. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Austin Reaves picks one up.
And I like seeing Wade challenge the defense on the attack, forcing the issue there and drawing the foul.
And he makes both free throws. They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
You know, when Markkanen's in this deep, he should be dunking it every time. I like to see him use his size like that.
Now here's Wade. He has 6. Pass to Noah. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. On the wing, Reaves. Good on the three-point shot. Reaves has got 8 points.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Noah the screen. Played outside. Accurate with the jumper from the elbow. Wade's got 6 points in the quarter.
Wade can knock it down from any place on the floor now. He's got a really pure stroke.
Here's White. Right side Roy. For the tie. Outside for Robinson. To the middle. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And White is looking to make things happen out there. If he has to get physical in the process, that is...
26 seconds left in the third. Here's Wade. Seconds left in the third.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
For 3, Roy. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Detroit leads by 3. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Here's Hardaway. The kick out to Wood. A shot goes down and gets this game back to even.
Well, I think this team is so much better when Worthy is knocking down threes. It makes them really hard to stop.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Here he goes. And that one goes out of bounds. They say last touch by Ball.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Outside Hardaway. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Roy with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Roy can't hit. Pass to Bull. Now here's defense. To take the lead. The rebound by Garnett. Outside Roy. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And here is Bull. Back to Roy. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Roy has a special knack for drawing fouls. He's really excellent at getting defenders off balance and forcing them to foul.
Roy hits them both.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does. And that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
Jordan can't get it to go. Pass to Roy. Garnett, the screen. And it's Brandon Roy with the three. And Detroit leads by 5.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Here's Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
And that's a huge shot right there. Hardaway knows his team looks for him to come up in the clutch.
Here's Roy. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Oh, a great score. Roy just waiting for his moment.
To the inside. Here's Bull. Robinson with the block. For 3, Roy. There's a screen by Robinson. A second chance effort. The shot's good. Roy making the play. And it's a 7-point Detroit lead. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Detroit.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
Pulls up. Another miss by Roy.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
They get the rebound. Back to defense. Pass to Bull. And the 3 off target. Outside Roy. Garnett, the screen. Launches from deep. Fires the 3. Again, Roy missing. And taken away by Roy to the paint. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Mashburn with a determined rim attack, throwing it down.
Jamal Mashburn. That's his second personal foul. First team foul. Into the lineup for your home team. Number 0. Kobe White.
And so it's Detroit with the W. A solid win on the road for them.
me. I was trying to pay the bills just like last week. I was trying to sell a deal just like last week. Trying to run plays and run it up like the mathlete. It's in my DNA to have hope and make a way. The energy will hit the MJ fade away. Miss me with the hate and now, but not today. Stayed in my lane, did the plan. This was meant for me. Whatever come my way, this was meant for me. Trying to share my story, this is history. Now it's not a mystery. Stop without a hating dog, man. This is meant for me. Whatever come my way, this was meant for me. Trying to share my story, this is history. Now it's not a mystery. Stop without a hating dog, man. This is meant for me. I'ma let bygones be bygones. I'ma keep rapping till I turn into an icon. Back against the wall, kept swinging like Tyson. Back in the booth now, snapping as a python. Had to rise up to the horizon. Use my words to connect, no Verizon. Speak the truth, I'ma show you chase your dreams. I'm living proof. Now the industry type, but I'ma grind from the roots. Ooh, see my family struggle from the start. I'm in the trajectory. Put some respect to me. Plant the seeds daily, foundation, that's the recipe. If you walked in my shoes, then you knew this meant for me. Whatever come my way, this was meant for me. Trying to share my story, this is history. Now it's not a mystery. Stop without a hating dog, man. This is meant for me. Whatever come my way, this was meant for me. Trying to share my story, this is history. Now it's not a mystery. Stop without a hating dog, man. This is meant for me. I mean, look, at the end of the day, I'm here to be the voice for the people and break the generational curse. Stand for something and not just fall for anything. And never get it twisted when I'm in the booth. You already know I'ma speak my truth. I'ma share my pain. I'ma share my story. You can walk the way with me through the glory. God be the glory.
Boy, Tobey Maguire got bit by a spider, but see, me, it was a goat. If you want space, I hope you take your helmet off soon as you get up to Venus. And even while sleeping, be thinking so woke. White Cartiers, all I'm seeing is my city Leia, and I'm Obi-Wan, got a mission to pass, I just might be the hope. Tobey Maguire got bit by a spider, but see, me, it was a goat. If you want space, I hope you take your helmet off soon as you get up to Venus. And even while sleeping, be thinking so woke. White Cartiers, all I'm seeing is my city Leia, and I'm Obi-Wan, got a mission to pass, I just might be the hope. No Espanol, I'm allergic to Rojo, and legally blind, all I'm seeing is go. D to the A, there and back, if we ride with can't from the T to the O. Up then the reap what you sow. Do the most, we over, even the
And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And New York has possession. Here's Reeves. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
He flashes to the rim and is met with no resistance.
Here's White. And it's New York with a rebound. Grant, how about Kobe White going from a bench player to one of the league leaders in minutes?
Yeah, Kobe played more than 35 minutes per game last season. Top 10 in the league. We saw White hit another level, so he has an exciting future in front of him.
Robinson with it. Picked up by Reeves. White for three. White missing again. And here's New York now to the paint. Reeves. The rebound by Markkanen.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
White can't hit. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Double team on James. With a 9-footer, Cousins gets the bucket.
You can run just about any action for DeMarcus Cousins and feel good about your chances to score it.
Here's Roy. Roy pulls it in. And here's New York now. Here's James.
Oh! That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
There's a screen by Bolt. Here's White. There's the drive. Drops in the layup for 2.
Finally, a make for this team. Hopefully it gives them a little confidence.
It's usually interesting. After a bit of a struggle, does the first bucket get you into a little rhythm now?
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's his first foul.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Roy. Knocks down the long J.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Roy. Oh, Robinson with a block. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. And he drives in.
Let me tell you, on the drive, Giannis is trouble. He takes it right into the defense and gets fouled in the act.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first free throw is good.
2 shots.
And so Antetokounmpo nails both of them.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Markkanen outside. And stolen by Reeves. To the middle. Robinson with a steal. There's 45 seconds left in the first. Roy's shot is good.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Now here's White. Takes it inside. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. To the right side. Cousins can't hit. Markkanen looking it over. And Markkanen with the stuff.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. New York out in front. They lead by 3. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Here's Hero. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hero's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, and this is how you finish off the fast break. Hero, great at taking initiative in these situations.
Hardaway. Oh, Sabonis with a block. Pass to Divac. Just 5 to shoot. Second chance shot. And it's New York with a rebound. George outside. Here's Nowitzki. To the inside. Shot's good by Sabonis.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Hardaway. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And it's LaVine with the ball for New York. They lead by 4. Embiid with the nice defensive effort. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Inside. Embiid through contact.
From Penny Hardaway.
And New York has possession. LaVine feeling it out a bit. With the teardrop. And he sinks the layup.
I tell you, we think of him as a dunker, but you've got to appreciate LaVine's touch and his creativity.
Jordan with it. Still without a bucket. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Woo! He just levitated in the air, double pump, and then slammed it home.
How about the D right there? They just got out of the way. They let him choose what kind of move he wanted to make.
LaVine's form is pure. That three-point shot is pretty.
Here's Jordan. He can't get that one to fall. New York leading by 5. Here's Hero. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Outside LaVine. Hardaway grabs the board.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the half.
Wow, solid swat from LaVine. Coaches and teammates appreciate when he's engaged on the defensive end.
LaVine down the lane. That's his third basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
And here's Jordan. Shot to stop the run. Misses at the rim. And so it's New York. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Here's White. The 3 is up. Sinks it from distance. White's got 7.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Hero outside. Wide open look. And all around the rim that time before dropping. He's got 6.
Not exactly what coach wanted coming up the floor, but he'll take it.
Looking it over. Pass to Roy. Six to shoot. Right side, Robinson. Lets the three fly. And Bol hits from deep. Bol's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
And he dunks it down.
At 7 feet tall, Nowitzki needs just a touch of space for the dunk. Really like to see him finish it strong.
Pass to Robinson. Outside White. Back to Robinson. Fires the three. The offensive rebound. Second chance effort. Nice touch inside there from Markkanen.
Boy, Markkanen uses his size to great effect down low.
Here's Levine, plenty of space. It's hauled in by Robinson.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Screen by Robinson. Misses the three. New York leading by 5. George, right side. Over Markkanen. And the shot falls short that time. Oh, it's blocked by Levine. Hero for three. The shot misses.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Back to Robinson. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Hero outside. It's hauled in by Robinson. Down low. Stolen by Hero. And some changes here for New York.
Substitution on the court.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Robinson. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Markkanen's got 4 points this quarter.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
These are his first free throws of the game. Good on both. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Here's Roy. High post. Cousins. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. Here's Roy. 5 points in the game. To the middle. For the lead. Bol, no good. To the wing on the left. Here's Brand. Here's Roy. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. New York out in front, up by 1. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for New York. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. On the take. Cousins for 3. Drills it from deep.
That's not even fair. A big guy, that size, that skilled, raining threes on your head. Good luck with that.
Here's Hardaway. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Brand. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. And Embiid with the block.
You have to be aware of Embiid at all times. He's an outstanding shot blocker.
Number 6, LeBron James.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Roy. The rebound by Embiid. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. New York leading by 4. Pass to James. Oh, bricks the dunk off the deceptive pump fake. To the left wing. Here's Divac. Checked by James. Back to Embiid. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Giannis puts his touch on every aspect of the game. Big reach on display that time.
Giannis throws it down.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
On the wing, Reeves nails it from beyond the arc. And now a 9-point New York lead. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for New York.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Those block shot numbers are big as well, guys, sending a clear message. We are not going to be scored on easily.
Puts one up from 19. Hardaway grabs the board.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And the ball goes out of play following the shot. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. And there's the drive. Pass to Jordan. 4 on the clock. To get back on track. Worthy. James with the rebound.
A really terrific job from LeBron to keep his hands up, his feet moving, gets the challenge on that shot. .116 left in the fourth. Embiid misses. New York leading by 9. Pass to Roy. Back to James. LeBron, a smooth operator inside. It's trouble. I mean, if LeBron James is in the painted area, everybody's got to be prepared to contest. This guy too good in there.
54 seconds left in the fourth. Out to the right wing. Three-pointer Embiid. Gets the 3 ball to go. Oh, they pick off the pass. Here's Worthy. And so the ball out of bounds. Embiid touched it last. And here's New York now. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Outside Reeves. 4-3. It's rebounded by Divac.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
Now, Cousins. So New York wins it. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that'll do it.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And on the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And Oklahoma City starts out with the ball. And here's Wade. At the elbow, Randall. Rebound, Roy.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
And it's Oklahoma City's ball. Robinson with the block.
And there you see why Robinson is the anchor of this defense. Massive wingspan, easily allowing him to turn away shots.
Here's Roy. And Brandon Roy with the slam.
Ooh, the one-hand tomahawk, guys. Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, they got the entire bench up right there as they saw that and out of their chairs.
And there's the youth, Wade jumping out of the gym.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Roy. Embiid, no good. To the paint. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And Gobert is so well set up there. All he's got to do is elevate above the D and take that one home.
Now here's White. Outside for Robinson. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Outside Edwards. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Oklahoma City moving it around. Shot clock at 5. It's Randall with the drive. And Randall throws it down.
And when Randall gets rolling on the drive, there's almost no stopping him. His size and athleticism are going to get him to the hoop.
White. Wade with the defensive effort.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Now here's Wade. And David Robinson pulls it down. Pierce with the steal. Here's Edwards. Robinson with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Robinson. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, outside Edwards. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding.
Outside White. Misses the 3. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Outside Pierce. And it's Randall, top of the key. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Roy. Outside White. Buries the long-range jumper.
And I like how White shot it with confidence. He's reliable beyond the arc.
Wade outside. Drives to the hoop. And then Wade slams it in.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. White looking around. No good on the last second attempt there. And that does it for the first quarter. Oklahoma City leads it by 4. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Now here is Hardaway. It's hauled in by Nowitzki. Now Hansbrough. Outside for Arenas. High post Divac. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Divac has got the lead up to 6 now for Oklahoma City.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
It's stolen by Divac. Here's Nowitzki. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Hardaway, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Drills the three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now, here's Ball. Scoreless thus far.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jumper.
Here's Hardaway. Pass to Ball. Jordan with it. And the dunk by Jordan.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, bounce to the ounce, Greg. Yeah, showing off the bunny. Arenas with the bucket.
And just cooking the D inside. Arenas blows by the contact.
To the middle. Ball, that's good. Ball's got his first basket.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Pass to Divac. It's stolen by Divac. Oh, and here we go. Worthy's got it. The best break chance.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
Nowitzki with the ball. Divac with the block. And he's able to get it back. Here's Arenas. Back to Divac.
And one of the league's most effective shot blockers from that guard position. Jordan can do it and help defense or on the ball.
Pass to Bull. No good on the three. Oklahoma City leading by 6. In the corner, it's Hansbrough. Front past the arc. Worthy pulls it in. And here's Divac. Hardaway with a wide open look. Traps in the tray. And now just a 3-point Oklahoma City lead.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Oklahoma City out in front, up 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. White with it. Outside Roy. And they recover it. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, good luck trying to guard Brandon Roy. This guy can do it all out there.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Back to Pierce. Gobert, the screen. Shot clock at 6. Here's Pierce. Sinks that one from the post. And Oklahoma City leads by 3.
A true 3-level scorer. Pierce can beat you anywhere on the floor.
White down low. Pass to Roy. Inside. Here's Embiid. The strength of Embiid on display.
What a scary sight. Joel Embiid with all that momentum taking it to the hoop, looking like a freight train.
Here's Edwards. Whoa, a little extra right there from Edwards.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Back to Roy. That shot off the mark. Great tee that time from Edwards. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
Pass to Gobert. Wade outside. Down low. Stolen by Markkanen. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. In the corner, it's Robinson. Outside, Markkanen. Just 4 to shoot. Wade with the block. Right side, Pierce. Fades away. Here's Gobert. Goes back up. Picked by Randall. Over Roy. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Stolen by Wade. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. Banked in off the glass. Wade's got 6 points.
And he'll free up more space for himself on the perimeter with buckets like that. Wade's smart to get to work inside.
And they pick up 2. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Gobert in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. More coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. It's good from long range. Now just a 2-point Oklahoma City lead. Pass to Edwards. Edwards slashing inside. No good. Shot missing. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Oklahoma City leads it by only 2. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Pass to Hansbrough. Five to shoot. Fires away from outside.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
To the inside. Bull. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Gilbert Arenas.
And the size Ball has poses problems for any defense, especially when he's trying his best to be aggressive scoring.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Hansbrough misses. On the wing, Worthy. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Frank, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
To the paint. Bull. Up top, Divac. The kick out to Worthy. Off target with his 3. Oklahoma City trailing. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And he gets the bucket.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Now here is Hardaway. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. And here's Arenas. Shoots from 12. That shot missing. Here's Hardaway. Pass to Bull. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his second.
And like his father, Manu, Bull's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Well, not a perfect trip to the line, but he gets the one he needed to put them in the driver's seat.
Here's Arenas with the drive. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Down low. Bull, that's good. Bull's got 5 points in the quarter.
Showing he can step up when the team needs him. Bull there with a big basket.
Now Hansbrough hits it from three-point range. Hansbrough's got it all tied up now for Oklahoma City.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
6 to shoot. Back to Divac. From 15 feet away. And the shot no good, a bit short. Divac in the post. It counts.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Over to the wing. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Screen by Bull. Inside. Over Nowitzki. Oh, missed it. And stolen by Worthy. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
And he's stroking it well, but he just hasn't shown the aggressiveness that they need out of him. Probably in front by more if he was taking more shots.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my chances in overtime.
Here's Roy. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional